Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a video on TINA'S Wonderland using the RTX 3080. We're running a Ryzen 5900X with 64GB RAM running at 3200 MHz. Alright, here are the settings. We're going to be doing the high preset and the ultra preset, and then I'll be going through every single preset with the in-game benchmark and showing you guys the results at the end of the video. Alright, we are starting it off with this little fighting scene. Getting 130 to 120 FPS, 1080p high, not bad. We were getting a lot higher of a frame rate before. We were sitting in like 160, 180, but this open area caused a pretty big FPS drop. Sitting at 130, 140 still. But wondering how we play in 1440p. And the game does have a built-in benchmark, so I'll be running it as well.
An extra powerful skeleton horizon.
Alright, 1440p high settings. This game looks so crisp at 1440p. And we have disabled the sharp. Looks super clear. Frame rate 105 to 120. Still fall. Oh, that was a pretty big drop. We just dropped down to the 87 to 87 FPS. That's pretty bad. Might be a DirectX 12 issue because that usually causes stuttering here and there in some games, and that was a split second when we fell to the 80s. But normally, getting 130, maybe even higher depending on the area.
Thank you for saving my peasant ass, stranger. How can I ever repay you?
A hero's work is its own reward. I am on a quest.
Okay, the particles gave us a pretty big FPS drop.
You're a fate maker. I'm Cinder's a hero. Below Castle Herifast. You must be before.
Not really. Maybe that was just the. Maybe that was just like a one-off thing where it just lagged to 110 FPS. Alright, let's continue. 105, 110. Obviously, the more open areas, obviously cause us the biggest amount of FPS drop. That was fun. This feels like Borderlands 3, and how the gun feels. What is this frame rate? 4K, we're getting 55 FPS, 57 FPS. No DLSS at all as well. 60 FPS, okay, it's going up a little bit. Man, this is kinda bad. Okay, 70 FPS is acceptable, I would say. 60 to 70 FPS acceptable for this kind of resolution. We were getting 120 FPS at 1440p, so. Now let's actually go stab one of these just to see. Pretty laggy. 52 FPS just then. Yeah, the performance isn't the best, I gotta say. This feels, even at 60 FPS, this feels very, not smooth. It doesn't feel smooth at all. Even at 60, I still feel a bunch of micro stuttering going on. But the game is fun though. Can't complain about that. Okay, 1080p max settings. Here are the settings so you guys can see. Motion blur off. Oh, thank you. This open area we're getting 110, 120 FPS, whereas 1440p high settings we're getting back that range of frame rate, and at 1080p high we're getting 140, I believe, 150. Sometimes drops down to 130. But as we lead into the smaller indoor area, we obviously get an FPS boost of 160.
When you got more than one gun, you can switch between them.
So,
Keeps combat spicy, like jambalaya.
So, Tina, maybe after this quest,
cool
I
gun.
can be the bunker master. I've been working on a campaign. It's got orcs and kissing.
Oh, this gun is nice. This gun is cool. Also has a nice little icy effect on it, so we can see the impact of all the particles flying towards the enemies. Huh. We definitely do see an FPS drop when we use this, right? A little bit, not too big of a deal, to be honest. But 140, obviously more than playable, more than enough to have a playable experience. Oh, he teleported. Really fun gun. Really fun game so far. 90 FPS. 98 FPS. Indoors as well, by the way. So once we go outside, we're gonna see a pretty big FPS drop. I'm guessing into the 70s.
Into the tomb crypt. There's gotta be an entrance around here somewhere.
Decent FPS drop from the ice little barrel. Okay, 100 FPS, 93, 80. Is it gonna hit 70 like I said it would? No. It doesn't hit 70 quite, but we did hit 80 in the open area. Whoa, what was it gonna thing I threw? Indoors in this cave area. 130, 140 FPS. So there's obviously gonna be an FPS range between the indoor and the outdoor areas. Outdoor areas will be harder to run, while these indoor areas will be super easy to run. Getting 140 FPS. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the results of the benchmarks. I will test out low, medium, high as well, and ultra. Okay, indoors, 4K ultra, more than playable, we're getting 80 FPS. Should have slipped there, but it's okay. Actually feels great. Indoors, you don't really have any issues running this game with 3080. But outside, I'm kind of worried for the ultra setting. Like I was saying before, the presets aren't the best way to get the best balance of performance and quality. You should go ahead and adjust them yourself and find the best setting. Now we're in a more outdoorish area, and this one runs fine. We're getting 70 FPS, low 70s to the 80s. Wondering what the benchmark will tell us once we run it. These guys are kind of tanky. What is going on? Okay, we can definitely fall into the 60s like we just did. There we go.
Shall ne'er prevail. Evil doesn't stand a chance. This
Bye.
do it.
That took too long time, but it okay. Me forgive you.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you found it useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and a subscription will be highly appreciated. See you next time.